Hi, we're back. It's Linda and Michelle, and this time we have a surprise midweek movie review for you. What'd we see?
We saw The Irishman. It's based on a book called I Heard You Paint Houses, which is based on the story of the mafia. Where was it? Philadelphia Mafia?
Philadelphia, New York.
New York.
The story of Russell Buffalino, who is from the Old Forge, Pittston area
Right.
down the line, but the story itself is based out of Philly, New York,
Right.
even Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the mafia was everywhere at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? It may still be, right?
I don't know, but it was an interesting
What do we know? It was very interesting. It was based on this book, I Heard You Paint Houses.
Which is code.
Well, I think it's code. We're just trying to figure that part out. Maybe you can do it. But, and I don't think it's totally factual. I'm sure parts of it are, but I'm sure there's a lot of parts in there that I don't think have been verified at this time. And I don't want to tell you what those are because it may give away something, do you think?
Yeah, I think it would give away a lot of the story. I think a lot of the story is probably based on fact or based on information until you get to some of the things that like they really couldn't confirm, and I think they probably took an educated guess, but I'm not sure that it's right. I can't believe that that's like the definitive answer of what happened to Jimmy Hoffa.
Right, that's basically what the whole thing was leading up to in a way. But it also gave you a lot of insight into how the whole operation worked, and it's pretty scary.
Amazing, isn't it?
Pretty scary too.
Yeah.
It's something I told Linda. He says, "Oh, I don't think I could review this right now because I need to really think about it and digest the information." It was, after all, a 3.5-hour movie.
Which is a lot of information.
Yeah, which is a lot.
And for the first hour or so, I have to say that there were parts where I'm like, who is that? Like, where's this going? What'd I miss? Like,
a lot of characters.
Yeah, and I was a little confused for about the first hour or so with some of the characters and then it all came together with who's who and what was happening. But
the actors were wonderful.
Yeah.
The ones who played the parts. Robert De Niro was in it. Joe Pesci.
And this is a Martin Scorsese film too. And I just read today of all of his films, and I think they've listed his top 25 films. This was listed as number 4. So
yeah, it was,
it's good.
It's a good story.
It is. It's long, but it's a good story.
It's a good story, and I would say go see it if you have an opportunity. Mm-hmm. I don't know about rating it. I'm sort of in a rut with my rating. I keep saying 7, but I think that's pretty much where I want to put this one too. Maybe 7.5.
Okay, I want to give it an 8.
Do you?
Yeah, maybe even an 8.5 for the detail and the information I came away with, and just some of the acting.
The acting was really good.
Yeah.
If it could hold my attention for 3.5 hours,
right,
without me dozing,
mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it really gives you really good insight into how the mafia operates and just the heartlessness of it, and yeah.
All right, well.
Yeah, just how they take off their friends, like easily done.
All right, well, again, I guess that's it for now.
You don't have anything more to add?
I don't think I do. Like I told you, I need to digest this a little bit and
Okay.
think about it.
All right.
Maybe even do a little research on some of the things I saw and heard.
This, by the way, is going to be on Netflix starting today, so you don't have to see it in the movie. The movie's been sold out. The closest theater that we could see it in was about 30 miles away.
Right, yeah.
And there were three performances today because they're 3.5 hours long. And each of them was sold out, and it's showing there for 2 weeks, and I would guess that each of the performances for the next 2 weeks will be sold out. Of course, the theater is mostly older people who knew Russell Buffalino's story and knew he was local, and of course want to see it for that
right,
reason.
A lot of young people don't. There was a scene where Frank Sharon was aged and very old, and a nurse was taking care of him, and he showed her a picture of his daughter and said, "Do you know who that is?" And she didn't, and he told her, and she said, "Oh, I know." And then he says, "No, you don't. You don't know who Jimmy Hoffa was."
Yeah.
And here we have like a 20-something, and obviously most youth would not know the name Jimmy Hoffa, probably.
Yeah. So again, we're two older ladies who see a lot of movies and who just telling you what we thought of it, Nothing scientific, nothing great, just did we like it, didn't we like it, what we think, would you like it? We liked it. We think you would like it. If you can't see it in the movie, catch it on Netflix.
All right.
Okay?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Bye.